evening. The Anchorage Police Department takes some heat as the public says the department could find more efficiencies.
After several community discussions, that's just one of the items being released today as the mayor figures out how the city should address a budget shortfall of up to $20 million.
Mayor Dan Sullivan hired a research group to find out how the public felt about the budget. One thing was clear, almost everyone involved in the study didn't want an increase in property taxes. Here's Channel 2's Rebecca Palsha.
Somewhere in Anchorage is a great idea to save the city money. And maybe the mayor will hear about it after 4 community budget dialogues.
I think everybody responded very well.
Dan Sullivan released the final report.
The large budget items, which are typically considered sacrosanct, like the police department and maintenance and operations, were ones where the public clearly said at every dialogue they thought there could be greater efficiencies.
The 350 people involved in the survey say they don't want services cut, but do want more efficiencies. The areas that can do better: administrative support services, maintenance operations, and the police department.
Before looking at cuts in services, they would look at possible increases in revenues. At the same time, they don't want to see that in property taxes.
If you look inside the vehicle here, this is a pretty standard equipped vehicle.
Other suggestions: be smarter about using fuel. APD's budget for the year, more than $1 million. But the head of the police union says there are some reasons for that the public doesn't know about.
These vehicles are equipped with a single battery, and as soon as you turn the ignition off, particularly with the overhead lights on, these cars will die in a matter of minutes and you will not be able to restart it.
The police union says the department needs to do a better job explaining to the public how it operates, so questions like these will make sense.
And one of the examples that was used quite often, affected every dialogue, was there's a fender bender and 5 police cars show up. And so the question was, do they have that much unallocated time that they can respond to a fender bender in such numbers?
Clearly, there are going to be a number of traffic stops where numerous officers are going to be involved. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One is officer safety. I mean, earlier this year, we had an officer shot on a traffic stop.
Some members of the assembly say the report was surprising.
We keep cutting and cutting. We've been finding efficiencies for years. But I was, surprised to see the police department, one of the areas that they said the community felt there needed to be efficiencies, but at the same time they also said, well, we need to definitely maintain police service or even increase it.
And with the budget shortfall, everyone will be looking for a bright idea to cut back.
And again, that was Channel 2's Rebecca Palsha. If you want to add your ideas into the mix, the city is still taking ideas. We will link you to the city's website at ours, KTUU.com.